your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy. There's blood in my pen. Better yet, for your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck that. Pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this.
It's just senseless. It don't make sense to me.
Mylik Birdsong left traumatized after she says she witnessed gunmen execute her son Mylik just outside her South LA home late yesterday afternoon, just before 5.
They murdered my child in front of me. In front of me. Who does that?
This is the story of Mylik Birdsong, a promising professional boxer known as King Mylik, whose life was tragically cut short at the age of 31. A devoted athlete and reigning World Boxing Foundation welterweight champion, Mylik had recently achieved significant success in his career, with plans for a major fight just weeks away. However, on September 29, 2024, while standing outside his mother's home in South Los Angeles with his girlfriend, he became the target of a violent drive-by shooting. As two assailants approached in a dark-colored SUV, Mylik attempted to flee but was pursued and shot multiple times. Despite being rushed to the hospital, he succumbed to his injuries shortly after arrival. What could have driven someone to commit such a heinous act against a rising star? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to South Los Angeles, a region known for its vibrant culture and complex social dynamics. While it boasts a rich history and a strong sense of community, South Los Angeles has also faced significant challenges, including high rates of crime and gang violence. In recent years, the area has seen a troubling rise in violent incidents, contributing to a sense of unease among its residents. Despite these challenges, many in the community remain hopeful and resilient, striving for a brighter future. Mylik Birdsong, a 31-year-old professional boxer, was a well-loved figure in his community. Known as King Mylik in the boxing world, he had a promising career with an impressive record of 15 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, earning him the title of World Boxing Foundation International Welterweight Champion. Born and raised in Los Angeles, Mylik's life was rooted in the city. He started boxing as a teenager, and his passion for the sport helped him rise through the ranks, ultimately making him a role model for many aspiring athletes.
What's the deal, man? Hey, what's happening? Check it out. Y'all know what's going on. I'm fighting March 23rd. So, bam, the tickets is here at the GOAT Fight Shop. You feel me? In the back of Sweet Science Boxing Gym. Pull up and grab y'all tickets. I don't know how many we got left, but we got I think they sent us like 100 of those. So, come grab them. Come get them. Y'all know we about to go up, man. This fight was been supposed to happen. I'm fighting for a motherfucking belt. You hear me? We about to bring it home.
Mylik was more than just a boxer, he was a son, a partner, and a friend. He had a heart of gold, always giving back to those in need. Whether it was sharing meals with the homeless or returning a bag of lost money to its rightful owner, he was known for his generous spirit. His mother, Mylik Birdsong, and his family were incredibly proud of the man he had become, overcoming early struggles to thrive both inside and outside the ring.
Give me my credit. A lot of young black men don't bounce back where I'm from. I done did it all, from robbing, banging, late nights on the block in them apartments, shootouts in front of my mama's house. I went from smoking weed to popping pills, to doing coke and crystal. Big brothers lost in the prison system. I've been fighting my whole life. Ain't that some shit? I bet you couldn't tell from looking at the skin I'm in. And that's just a snippet. I bet now you understand why I'm striving for something different. I need my 5 million.
Though he was a fierce competitor, Mylik was equally known for his kindness and humility, traits that endeared him to everyone who knew him.
Man, shout out to my boy, man. Top of the top kennels, man. Got us right. Feel me? Got us a good little girl, right? With a big girl. This motherfucker. Look at that body. That body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy.
Hey man, I appreciate the business, man.
It's love,
she
man.
already loving it, look.
Yeah, it's love, man.
2 different color eyes.
You see her.
You know what I'm saying? That's Mocha and Zulu blood right there.
Top of the top.
Despite all his achievements and the love he shared with those around him, Mylik's life met a tragic end on a fateful day. On the afternoon of Sunday, September 29, 2024, tragedy struck in the Gramercy Park neighborhood of South Los Angeles. At approximately 4:50 p.m., Mylik Birdsong was standing outside his residence in the 1600 block of West 87th Street, near Denker Avenue, chatting with his girlfriend who was seated in a vehicle. According to multiple reports from witnesses and the Los Angeles Police Department, a dark-colored SUV approached from the west, driving along 87th Street. Shots were fired at Birdsong from the vehicle. Instinctively, he tried to flee towards his residence to escape the assailants. However, the attackers showed no mercy. The SUV stopped, and two young men, described as being 15 to 20 years old, exited the vehicle and pursued him on foot. The sound of gunfire echoed through the quiet residential street as they continued shooting at Birdsong. Despite his attempt to evade the gunman, Birdsong was shot 7 times, primarily in the torso. He collapsed in the driveway of his home, just steps away from safety. His mother, Mylik Birdsong, witnessed the horrifying scene unfold right in front of her. In a heart-wrenching interview, she recounted the moment. "He said, 'What's up, bro?' to one of the men, and the next thing I knew, they pulled out their guns. He was shot in the shoulder first, but then they ran after him and kept shooting." She described the final moments of her son's life, standing over him as the attackers delivered the fatal shots. The sound of gunfire shook the neighborhood, and the killers fled the scene in their vehicle. Paramedics rushed to the location within minutes and transported Birdsong to a nearby hospital. Despite their best efforts, Birdsong was pronounced dead shortly after his arrival.
A local boxer shot and killed in South LA, and now the heartbroken mother of Mylik Birdsong is speaking out as police search for the people who did it.
The mother of boxer Mylik Birdsong says that her son was returning home for Sunday dinner when this happened.
She says that she watched gunmen execute her son just outside her home.
The family of 31-year-old WBF International welterweight boxing title holder Mylik Birdsong says he was training hard for an upcoming title fight next month. That is, until tragedy struck.
It's senseless. It's just senseless. It don't make sense to me.
Mylik Birdsong left traumatized after she says she witnessed gunmen execute her son Mylik just outside her South LA home late yesterday afternoon, just before 5.
I don't know how to process it. He's a triplet. I lost his other 2 brothers at birth. He survived it. It's like I'm numb.
Zanya says her son came home to join the family for Sunday dinner, and before he could even get out of his car, gunmen drove up and started firing at him. She says her son exited his vehicle and took off running, and the gunmen followed close behind him, shooting. She says her son fell to the ground on the side of her home. The gunmen stood over him and executed him. With her eyes closed, Zanya speaks to her precious boy.
I love you. I just love my baby. I love my baby. They murdered my child in front of me. In front of me. Who does that?
Police say 2 gunmen shot and killed Mylik and took off in a getaway car. Police searching for the shooters and a motive. Mylik's family says he was not a gang member or a troublemaker. They say his passion was boxing and helping the less fortunate.
We'll pass out food and ask homeless people, the less fortunate, what size you wear, are you hungry? And then he would sit with them and talk with them and ask them what happened.
As for the gunman who murdered her son,
I don't wish death on nobody, not even the ones who murdered him. I don't have it in my heart to wish death on nobody. That's not me.
Birdsong's death has left his family, friends, and the boxing community devastated. His stepfather, Victor Taylor, struggled to contain his grief as he described the impact of losing his son. "They assassinated him in front of me. Babies killed my baby." Birdsong's family painted a portrait of a remarkable man, one who, against all odds, survived a high-risk pregnancy to become a champion boxer. Birdsong was born a triplet, but he was the only one of the 3 babies who survived infancy. His mother was advised to abort him due to complications, but she refused, and Birdsong grew up to beat the odds in the boxing world and life. Family and friends remembered him as a kind-hearted man who, outside of the ring, was always willing to help those in need. His aunt, Ramona McCardell, shared stories of how he would give away his shoes to homeless people or bring food for Thanksgiving to those less fortunate. On the day of the shooting, Birdsong had just returned from dropping off food for his family before he was killed. His boxing coach, Grant Diaz, echoed similar sentiments, describing Birdsong as a role model, a good kid, respectful, and disciplined. Birdsong's rise in the boxing world had been nothing short of remarkable. Since his professional debut in 2017, Birdsong had built an impressive record of 15 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw with 10 knockouts. Just 6 months before his death, in March 2024, Birdsong won the vacant WBF International Welterweight Championship after a unanimous 8-round decision victory against Jerry Bradford. He was scheduled to fight Goryuritsian, an Armenian fighter, on October 26, 2024, in a highly anticipated Hollywood Fight Nights event. Birdsong's death also brought attention to some darker aspects of his past. In 2010, Kamala Harris, then Attorney General of California, filed a lawsuit against Birdsong for allegedly being an accessory to a robbery. Despite these legal troubles from years ago, Birdsong had turned his life around, focusing on his boxing career and charity work. The investigation into his murder is ongoing. The LAPD has yet to release any descriptions of the suspects or their vehicle, leaving the motive for the shooting unclear. However, reports surfaced in the days following Birdsong's death that authorities suspected the attack might be related to gang activity. Although Birdsong had made a name for himself as a boxer, police have suggested that he may have had ties to the Black P. Stone Gang, a prominent street gang in Los Angeles. However, no concrete evidence has been provided to confirm these suspicions. As of now, no arrests have been made, and detectives are urging anyone with information about the shooting to come forward. The family, led by Victor Taylor and Birdsong's mother, is calling for justice. "I want those responsible to be held accountable," Taylor said, grief evident in his voice. Birdsong's murder is yet another tragedy in a city plagued by gun violence. His family, though devastated, remains grounded in their faith. "I have to believe it was his time," said his mother. "This battle is not mine, it's the Lord's." In the days following Birdsong's death, tributes from the boxing community and beyond poured in. His fans, teammates, and friends gathered outside his home to pay their respects, leaving flowers, boxing gloves, and messages of love and support. The Birdsong family held a vigil in his honor, praying for peace and the swift capture of his killers. The search for Birdsong's killers continues, but the pain his death has left behind is indelible. His family, particularly his mother, carries his spirit in their hearts as they seek answers and justice for the man who was a champion both in the ring and in life. What happened to Mylik Birdsong should never have occurred. He was doing something positive with his life, and someone decided they would brutally end him. My condolences to his friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.